So let's start with the coronation, shall we? Because we've been hearing from day dot, really, that it's going to be a stripped-back coronation, and we're getting more and more detail of what that's going to look like. And it's now this route, which, for Queen Elizabeth's coronation procession, 5 miles, this is just a quarter of the length.
And, you know, people are coming from all over the world, Ellie. Thousands of people are going to come to witness this, you know, historic event. Although I agree with Stephen, think about it, stripping it down, you know, safety, it's probably a much easier situation. The, you know, television programming have a better idea of how to work around that. So I understand both sides, but it is a little disappointing to think of it being so short because there are people that are coming from all over the world to just get a glimpse, the teeniest, tiniest glimpse of the new king.
A quarter of the length means, presumably, about a quarter of the cost.
Absolutely.
And, you know,
I agree with you.
That's what the King's thinking of, isn't he?
Full on King Charles. I don't know if you remember this, but he wore a vintage suit to Harry and Meghan's wedding. He is very thoughtful when it comes to pinching pennies. I think that you know, we've heard that is why Harry and Meghan are losing Frogmore. It is all about the money and it's all about saving money. So you're absolutely right that could be why.
There is a coronation emoji, though. Very modern. Let us know what you think about that.
I love it. And you know what? I have been staying off Twitter because it's become a cesspool, but I will be all about Twitter if I can use the coronation emoji. It's absolutely a reason to jump back on and to play on social media. It's beautiful. It's fun. It's very modern. And, you know, we saw this for the Platinum Jubilee as well. I think it's great.
Oh, yes. I really, really enjoy it. And if you do want to see that, by the way, if you're watching and listening at home, if you just do #coronation, it comes up and it's a lovely purple crown. Have you tried it yet?
I have tried it. The problem is with these things, is because I'm getting older, it's so tiny. It looks great on the big graphic.
You're squinting away.
It's just like you hardly see the thing. But it is there, so it's quite nice to use. What do we make of this new book, then, Kinsey? It's Robert Jobson, the great Robert Jobson, who's written this book, who says... senior officials have at least had conversations about stripping the Sussexes of their titles.
Right, and Charles not in favor due to his enduring love. What a beautiful description, his enduring love for his son. Robert Jobson even goes as far as to saying Harry and Meghan could find themselves demoted to just Mr. and Mrs. Mountbatten Windsor of Montecito, California. Ouch. You know, I do think that this is a conversation that we'll continue to see because on the horizon, we have Meghan's potential book. You know, Meghan has a book deal. They've said she could leak additional information about her time within the royal family. She hinted at a diary that she kept in that Cut magazine interview. Here in Los Angeles, we're seeing that season 2 of her Spotify podcast is kicking off. She's privately doing interviews with people around town for season 2 of Archetypes. You know, what revelations are going to come out in these things? If Harry and Meghan continue to attack the royal family, I think that there is no doubt that we will continue to hear of conversations about stripping them of their titles. But it is wild to know that those conversations were happening at the highest level and not just, you know, on Twitter or on Reddit, that it's being seriously considered.
Do you think they'll come to the coronation, Kinsey?
I absolutely think they'll come for the coronation. I think that it is crucial to their brand that they be associated with the royal family. It's what makes them interesting and exciting. And I think Charles would really like to see his son there, which kind of breaks your heart after everything that's happened.
Oh, the Princess of Wales will be delighted, I'm sure. Talking of which, though, there's a lovely picture of her on all the papers this morning, resplendent in blue yesterday at the Easter Sunday service at Windsor Castle.
Isn't she just the most stunning human being? I cannot wait to see what she wears to the coronation. There are stories that have come out of their American publications. Specifically, I read it in Cosmopolitan. Royal experts over here. But they said that she might not even wear a tiara for the coronation. I would personally be crushed. I hope that's not true. I do hope we see her in a tiara on Coronation Day because I just think she's absolutely brilliant. And it's hard to look like a supermodel and the world's greatest mom at the same time. And somehow she manages to do it.